everyone, welcome back to another video. I got these in the mail. They came so quick. These are from Endless Pens. They had a huge sale. I think it was 40% off of their inks. So these were 50% off. I'm not sure what the discount was, but these were about half the price. So I got a bunch of different colors I wouldn't normally get, and I want to swatch them out for you guys. So let's do that. Okay, so these are all by Diamine. We have Bow Blue, Flamingo Pink, Delamere Green, Syrah, Bilberry, and Honey Burst. I did select these because I know that Diamine, I keep saying Diamine, or it could be either or, I'm not 100% sure. But Diamine does work well in almost all my fountain pens. Actually, I don't even know which ones it wouldn't work well in. It's an overall well-rounded ink. I usually find them pretty, like a pretty wet ink, even in my extra fine fountain pen. So I decided to just go with these. They had a bunch of other brands on sale, but I figured since Diamine has so many different colors that I would almost pick one from each color family. So I do have like the yellow and then the purple and pink and blue and green. This orange and yellow is kind of one of those tricky colors, or more yellow than orange. I don't have many orange inks. I think I have only 2. And I am not a huge fan of orange, or maybe I just haven't found the right orange to like, but I figured I would try the Honey Burst. And the one I'm really excited about is the Delamere and the Bow Blue and Bilberry. But anyway, let's get started. So where I'm going to put these is in my traveler's notebook, and I'm going to use a dip pen just because I don't have a dip pen, a glass dip pen. So I'm just going to use one of these, and then I'm going to dip it in water. So I have some water handy so that I can get it clean before I dip the next one. So I'm going to go in the order of the rainbow. And I did get a question from Rhonda on how to attach more inserts outside of the main string that they give you. So I have one notebook attached here, and then I have these 2 attached together, and I actually am going to change it very quickly so you could see how that looks. It's good. I think it's best to attach 2 notebooks together than it is to attach like a folder, and the folder should be like in the middle or maybe towards the back. I don't know. It's up to you how you want to do it, but for me, I think that the folder should be in the middle. It's so thin and it would fit in the middle. So this is the folder I got from Baumkuchen, and I initially put this jump band in between the folder flap, but I think I'm going to put the folder here and then put my notebook jump banding here with this one. So what I would do is take this out and then take the middle. I have my jump band already. It's in the middle of the insert. So I'm going to take this and put this in the middle. Hold on, let me take this out if I can find it. How how is this in here? Oh, put this in the front. Yikes, it's really tearing up this notebook because it's the super lightweight paper. So I want to take this and put this in the middle of the book. Just like that. And then I'm going to slip this in the middle between the two books and kind of shimmy it so it's right in the middle and it's pulling on the strings. And then I will take my folder, which I will put this in here, and I will put my folder in the middle. So if you close it up, it looks like that. And you can see the folder in the middle, it's very thin. And then my two notebook inserts hugging the folder. And it lays pretty flat that way. So this notebook I haven't written in, but this is the 013 and it was going to be somewhat of a journal. It is the lightweight Tomoe River paper insert that you can get from Amazon or Traveler's Company or just about any shop that sells Traveler's Notebook inserts. And here I put on my sticker. So this is available in my shop, and or at least as of right now it's available in my shop, and it's the large Traveler's Notebook sticker. And then I just put this over it because I ended up using the sticker that is the sample that they give you whenever you order from the company. They give you a sample, but on the sample they put their it's like a non-removable sticker. So when you do remove it, it has like the sticky gooey part on it, and they always give that to you so that you can't use it to sell. So it's kind of like your little freebie, but again, it's only is a freebie for so much because it's always has that like sample number on it. Anyway, so I decided to hide it by adding this little sticker here, and I want to do my swatches on here because why not? Let me find my clips. And actually I'll take this out. I will clip this down. And then I will put this behind, and I will clip it down to so you can use whatever you have to clip it, but I am just going to use some miniature clips. And they're so cute and round, and they're pretty soft. Like they're not they don't have any weird ridges or anything like that. So I feel like there we go, and we can still see the lines. We'll see how straight I can be. The only thing that bothers me about Traveler's Notebooks is that I can never seem to write straight on blank paper in general, but in Traveler's Notebooks, my handwriting is always slanted. And so even though I have the board, I don't always utilize it as I should. So that's one of the challenges I'm going to try to conquer this coming year as I use my Traveler's Notebook more, especially for journaling. So let's try the first ink. All right, so I did this in for a couple seconds. Hopefully get a good amount of ink. Oh yeah. Now this is Tomoe River paper, which just means I need to be careful about the oils that are on my hands. So I should have put this on before I started. I should have enough ink to write it down. That is a nice pink. I like how the edges are sharp and slightly darker. So I'm going to cover that back up. Making sure it's completely clean. Yeah. Okay. So next is Honey Burst. And I can imagine, I think this is the one that is slightly more orange than yellow, so that it's more legible, or at least that's what I was hoping for when I picked this color. Oh yeah, it's like a burnt yellow. I feel like this is gonna be a good shader. Okay, so in all honesty, when my kids were trick-or-treating tonight, we had a neighbor who was offering tequila. And I quickly said, hell yeah. So I had a shot of tequila and they had it all ready. They were sitting outside. And then of course my husband's like, no thank you. I don't trust people. And it made me feel bad for just a second. But I felt like there was nothing wrong. It tasted just like tequila. And it was nice. So I think that is the reason why my handwriting is a little bit wonky. I can't get it straight and I'm just like, my hand's a little bit shaky. Okay, so next is Delamere Green. Okay, so this Honey Burst is really pretty. And I think it will, I'm hoping it will look very similar to this in the fountain pen that I put it in. That's the one thing that is a little bit hard to determine when you're using a dip pen. The dip pen puts out more ink on the paper than a typical fountain pen. So usually when you are dipping, whether it's something like this or a glass dip pen, the ink is almost rarely the same as when you have it in a fountain pen, but it still gives you a good idea of what the ink would look like if it were very in this highest like saturation. This is pretty. This reminds me of a forest green, Christmas green, which is definitely a green I don't have. why is my hand, it's taking off the Diamine green. That's pretty. And there are some people who do like to use a dip pen, or you know, they use fountain pens, but then they also like a traditional dip pen to write with, especially when the ink looks like this. A whole page of just like this beautiful, really saturated ink would look really pretty. So I just like shake it, just make sure it's all mixed. And I don't know if that's really necessary. These aren't shimmering inks, so there's no saturated or pigment at the bottom or any separation like there would be with something with like shimmer or specks. This is pretty. It's a soft, like a baby blue. Very nice. Okay, so that green was really strong because it changed. It overpowered the Honey Burst and Flamingo Pink, and now it's like the Slytherin green color. I say Slytherin because I'm referring to like Harry Potter green. Okay, so Syrah. This one has a lot of bubbles in it. I wonder if it's like really thick. This looks pretty. It's like the perfect burgundy for the holidays. Okay, that was a weird S. That's a really pretty color. I think Syrah definitely was on my list because I saw another YouTuber with that ink, and it was just a really pretty, gorgeous, deep red, leaning on purple. Now it's looking a little bit more red. Anyway, and I saw it on their channel and I was like, oh, I need to get that color. Now the necks of these bottles are really thin, so it will definitely be harder to just ink any pen. You would probably be better off if you had a syringe. And I get my syringes from Amazon. You can usually get them in the pack. This is like a purple blue. It's really dark. But very pretty. It's almost like a royal purple, like a super rich royal blue leaning on purple. Either way, really pretty. So I hope you guys like this quick little video on these inks, and definitely check out Endless Pens if you're interested. I think their sale is still going on. If not, just sign up for their notifications because they always send weekly like sales. And I know Diamine is always almost always on the list of brands that go on sale. So tell me which one is your favorite. I think actually it's kind of hard to tell. In a dip pen, my favorite would be, it's between the Honey Burst and the green. I'm thinking the Honey Burst. I don't know. I guess I can't decide right now between these two. I have to put them in a fountain pen to really know what I like, because that is what I use the most, fountain pen versus a dip pen. So that's one thing to consider, but I do like the way that these two look. But they're all beautiful and very like perfect for what I was looking for. Definitely colors I don't have a lot of, and I'm glad I can add them to my collection. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.